Good afternoon, Kansas City, and everyone else out there. How y'all doing today? Man, it feels good to be back for another week, another episode of This is KC Sports with your man Bishop, live and direct on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. How y'all doing out there today, Kansas City, and all over the nation, man? How's everyone doing? It's a nice little gloomy day out there today. It's wet and soggy, and what's up, Larry B? I appreciate that, man. How y'all doing? Hey, Taryn, how y'all doing? Paige, how you doing? So wet, soggy, overcast, gloomy day out today in Kansas City. I love it though. I that's the type of weather I like. I like the cold weather. I can't do the sun. It's too hot for me. I don't know. I can't stand it. I've said that before, but whatever. But we went out to we went outside yesterday. It was pretty fair out yesterday. Went out there, me and the wife had a little good time. Got some frozen yogurt and stuff like that. It's been a minute since we went outside, and just enjoyed each other's company and the company of outside. So had a good time. Turns out a lot happens when I'm unable to listen because of work, but I'm here now since I have Sunday off. Hey, welcome. I understand. Trust me, I understand. When we first were discussing doing the show, that's why I elected Sundays, was because I'm off on Sundays from the regular gig. So yeah, sometimes I do some overtime if I feel like it, and work Sundays. We call them 6 days, whatever. But yeah, the cold is the best, Larry B. You can always get. Thank you. I'm glad someone understands this. Larry B says the cold is the best. You can always get warm, but you can't always get cool when it's hot. I'm glad someone understands. I say it a lot. They like, why do you like the cold so? I'm like, because in the cold, if I'm hot or if I'm cold, all I have to do is move around. And then if I get too hot, well, one, you'll never get too hot because the temperature outside won't allow you to be too hot, and you cool off real fast. So that's my preference. I can't cool off when it's hot, or I can't cool off fast enough. So yeah, thank Larry, man. Come on, man. You know what? Hey, Larry B, man, that deserves some claps because you understand my pain, my frustration. Thank you. That's exactly, you understand my thought. So, yep, true. Let's see here. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, see, Taryn understand too. See, hey, I don't know what it is. It's just my preference. So I'm like, I was asking, as a matter of fact, on the way back from being outside yesterday, we was headed home and stuff. Well, what we did is we went down. June is Pride Month, and so we went down to hang out and party with the prideful people, and good time. It was cool. It was cool. The rain held off. They were talking thunderstorms and stuff, and it was awesome. But on the way home, I was like, "Is it winter yet? Is it winter yet?" And it was because it was raining and stuff, and it just reminded. Well, last night I think it got down to like 68 or something, and so I had the window down. I'm like, man, this feels like fall, like October weather, because it's raining, and it's in the 60s. Man, look, I can go for 70, 72, 73, maybe even 75, maybe. It depends. I can go for that weather, like just consistently, just straight through. I can go with that, the 70s. But when you start doing mid 80s and 90s, and I'm not coming outside. I'm sorry. I'll see you at nighttime, where there's no sun. Now it may still be humid and hot as hell, but there's no sun, and I can live with that. Let's see, Terry said, if I get hot at night, I'm not going to get any sleep, and I have to turn the fan on. Exactly. Yes, exactly. And my wife, oh man, I remember when we was kind of like in the dating phase. Sometimes, man, I don't understand women. Uh, we were in the dating phase, and I swear, she had the fan. She had the heat, the furnace on, and the fan on. I'm like, what are you trying to create a tornado in this damn place? We mixing warm and cool fonts? What's going on here? So, but yeah, man, feels good to be back. A lot has happened, since last week. Well, not really a lot, but a lot, I guess. Um, shoot, man. Royals is doing they're doing their due diligence. they should just focus on the future, and we'll talk about that. Yesterday, Sporting KC, man, they were victorious. Um, they were they were victorious yesterday against Austin, so that's nice, right? Like it wasn't like no draw or full game, and they won it outright. So that deserves some claps. I think that deserves some claps. You know what I'm saying? They like I said, they were victorious 4-1 in a 4-1 win over Austin. Um, let's break it down a little bit. So, out of the 15 shots during the Sporting KC and Austin game, out of the 15 shots taken by Sporting, only 6 of them was on target. To me that's a little bit concerning. Uh, I mean, I much rather like as close to half, I guess, as possible, because it will look better. It will mean that you're focused more, you know what I'm saying? You're taking smarter shots. And I think that's the key to winning these soccer matches. You have to take the smart shots. You can't just run up and just kick it. We all know that, right? Some of us, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I never played soccer. I can barely kick the ball. I can kick it, but I can't kick it accurately. Um, because I don't know. I'm just not good at it. um, so yeah, only only 6 shots out of 15 was on target. That's a little to me. That's a little bit concerning. But okay, you get the victory, so that's we can whatever. You know, I can digress with that. I guess I can go with that. But what I find, and here I am complaining about only 6 shots being on target out of the 15 for Sporting, who actually whooped Austin's butt 4-1. I know, uh, first world problems, right? Is that what they say? First world problems where we're not satisfied with anything. You know what I'm saying? So, um, Austin had possession of the ball 64% of the game. They dominated possession. So my question is, if you got the ball for 64% of if you're in possession of the ball 64% of the time, um, how the hell did Sporting get 4 points? Wait, how did that happen? Did you were so out of some of that possession that you had, did you kick the ball into your own goal for Sporting? Because I didn't watch the game, but I'm sitting here reading it and I'm like, what the hell happened here? Like how do you dominate possession but only can score 1 point? That's bonkers, man. That's bonkers. And I mean I guess Austin's just horrible. Well, these stats are horrible because they had the ball 64%. They had possession of the ball 64% of the game. They took 14 shots. Now we talking about Austin. They took 14 shots. Only 2 of them were on target. That is some horrible playing on Austin part. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they thought this was practice. They didn't take it serious. I don't know. I don't know what position Austin is on the place or in the league. Um, but jeez, dude, Man, that 14 shots, only two of them was on target. What we say? What we got to say about this?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, yeah. That's horrible. That was horrible. Um, that's crazy, man. I just can't get over that. Sporting, they looking to keep the win streak going against Los Angeles, June 17th, 7:30 p.m. That's Central Standard Time, because I believe they're playing at Church of Mercy. Um, yeah, you can get your tickets on SeatGeek. Or, yeah, SeatGeek, whatever, if you want to go to the game. Um, I'm still sitting here just thinking, like, man, I got the ball. I'm dominating, man. I mean, because honestly, it should be the other way around. Looking at that, like the score, Austin should have 4 points and Sporting KC should have one or none, because 64% of the time of possession time, you got the ball, man. That's wild. Those are winning numbers. That's a winning number. That means Sporting had a hard time getting the ball, man, and I don't know. I just don't get it. That's oh it's they're playing the LAFC turn. Not the no hell if they're playing the Galaxy, it's a wrap, right? Because the Galaxies are good, aren't they? Is that who I'm thinking about? Or am I? Wait, hold on. I might have it incorrect. I might have it. I don't know. they playing. I know they playing LAFC. No, that's the good team, ain't it? The Galaxies are the one that's struggling. If I'm thinking correctly, right? That's crazy. Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully, let's see. Terrence, I imagine it's going to be against LAFC since the Galaxy don't play for another 10 days. Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah, Galaxies are the bad team, right? That's what I thought. Damn. Never mind. I thought Sporting was going to keep. Hey, if Sporting can beat LAFC, then I think I'm going to go celebrate in the streets. We're going to throw a parade for that because that's LAFC is a good team. Aren't they in first place? Um, I thought they were. I don't know. I thought they were in first place. Oh, damn. They in third place. When did that happen? St. Louis. Wait a minute. So are we going to say the Galaxy tied with St. Louis today, and St. Louis is the best team in the West? That's what I'm looking at right now. Uh, man, what what happened? When did that happen? I mean, it's nice to see Sporting moved up. They moved up pretty damn fast too, because they were just last week. They were what 12th place, 90 and 8th. Um, when did I thought LAFC was in first place? They were like a couple of weeks ago, but St. Louis. I'm starting to think that hey, we're gonna go ahead and say that we're gonna say it's rigged. Like everybody say the NFL is rigged and all that stuff. We're gonna say MLS is rigged because how is this St. Louis first season as an expansion team and they in first place? Hmm. Yeah. All right. Cool. It's rigged. I'm going out. I'm saying it. No, I'm just joking. MLS, if y'all listening, I'm just joking. But that's crazy. Man, first year for St. Louis, man, that deserves some claps because I didn't know they were number one in the West, in the Western Conference. That's crazy. Um, LAFC is in third place, and Seattle is in second. So, okay, okay, that's good to know, man. I honestly thought LAFC was still in first place. That's good to know. That's some good stuff, man. That's crazy. So yeah, they're set to face LAFC on June 4th. What June 17th, 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets on SeatGeek. KcCurrent, they lost. But they played a hell of a game. LAFC got hammered by Houston yesterday, but LAFC played in the second leg of the tournament final last weekend and played Atlanta on Wednesday. Simplified, LAFC is straight up gassed. Yeah, they wore out. That's why they. Okay, that makes sense then. But they can always turn it around. They still got time. KcCurrent, they lost, but it was a hell of a game. It was very competitive. They played OL Reign. It was a competitive game, and for OL Reign to be, I think they're the second best team, if I'm not mistaken. KcCurrent kept it close, very close. Like it, honestly, you would have thought it would have been a blowout, but it was not. It was 2-1, 2-1. OL Reign. They kept possession of the ball. They kept the ball in their possession 51% of the game, and I think that's what actually pushed them over into the victory column against Sporting Case or KcCurrent is because it was just that 2%, that extra 2% that they had because KcCurrent had the ball. They had possession 49% of the game. So it wasn't like Sporting where they just couldn't get the damn ball. Even though Sporting won, I still don't understand how they pulled that off, but they did. So OL Reign, they had the ball 51% of the time, and they won 2-1 loss. But KcCurrent wasn't taking that many shots, and I think that's also what kind of, I guess they just couldn't. I'm okay with that because to me, what that says is you had the ball for 49% of the game, but you only took 6 shots. So that's, to me, that's smart playing. That's some smart game management, game playing. And not just going out there just saying, hey, we want to win, so we're just going to do whatever it takes and just kick these crazy ass shots and hope that they find the back of the net. I'm glad they didn't. They only took 6 shots because those were 6 quality shots. Now, although they split the difference and only 3 of those 6 shots was on target, I still think they were quality shots because they wasn't just throwing them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like we just said, Sporting KC took 15 shots and only, let's say, a handful of them was on target. 6 of them. So I don't know. I like it. I think KcCurrent is trying to see what works and what don't work. Pretty soon, I think they're going to turn it around and just you're going to see win after win after win. And because they, like I said, look like they're going with quality over quantity as far as the shots. So that's something that I like. Let's see. They looking to take, even though they lost by 1 point or 2 rather, because it would have been a draw. They looking to bounce back against the Chicago Red Stars June 14th, and you can get those tickets on SeatGeek as well, or you can catch the game from your living room in your favorite comfy chair on Paramount Plus. So let's do that. So yeah, that's cool. Oh man, I was just sitting here just enjoying my day. That's all. I think probably in a little bit, play a little bit of Madden. Yeah, I still play Madden at my grown age. I love it. Play a little bit of Madden probably, and then relax the rest of this Sunday. That's what I plan on doing. I don't know. What do y'all plan on doing out there for Sunday? How's the weather where y'all are? Y'all going outside? Y'all staying inside? Y'all doing some grilling? What y'all got going on? So, the Royals. That's where we are. We are here with the Royals. I love it. The Royals, last I looked, and it was pre-show, which was probably almost an hour ago. I have not checked the scores. I guess I could give you guys a live update on the score for the Royals. But last I looked, they were at the bottom of the third, and it was 3-3. And then I think I took a quick sneak peek before the show started, and I don't know where the Baltimore Orioles got those extra 3 points so fast. It was tied up. I don't know where they got them from, but they found them. And so far, a live update, a live look at the Royals versus Baltimore Orioles. It's 3-7, and the bottom of the 6. I didn't know the Orioles were as good as they are this year. Like they pretty good. They're not bad. They're 40-24, and the Royals are sitting at a lovely 18-46. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about them. So as of right now, it's 3-7, bottom of the 6. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back, get a little bit about the Royals. You know, in Kansas City, we don't do a lot of sport. We don't have a lot of sports to talk about during slow season. What I call a slow season is summer. You know, usually after the NFL season is done, it gets ridiculously slow because the Royals haven't been much lately. I mean, and so far this year, Sporting KC isn't doing all that great. I mean, like I said, they're in 8th place now, so that's not bad. They're moving up the charts. Hopefully they can catch up with everybody else, but I doubt it. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back. We're going to talk a little bit about Royals baseball, and we're going to talk about the Chiefs and the OTAs. Did the Chiefs find a hidden gem during undrafted free agency? And what do we think is good? Well, can he be a replacement for a player that we sent to the Jets? Yeah, I know who that is. This is KC Sports. I'm your man, Bishop. We'll be right back. Y'all see y'all in a second.
Some say that Indiana is just a flyover state. Flatlands and cornfields, barns and country roads. What if I told you Indiana is the crossroads of America? What if I told you in all other states, basketball is just basketball? In Indiana, basketball is life. Crowded high school basketball gyms on a Friday night, and every barn with a basketball rim and a frayed, worn-out net. If you're interested in the heartbeat of America, and if you're interested in sports, if you have Hoosier running through your veins, the Crossroads Pod with Aaron X is made for you. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Each and every week, the Crossroad Pod covers all of Indiana sports. The pride of the horseshoe of the Indianapolis Colts. The blue-collar, bold swagger of the Indiana Pacers. The relentless pursuit of the sixth banner for the Indiana Hoosiers. The swing of the hammer of the Purdue Boilermakers. The swoop of the Cardinals of Ball State. The summoning of the echoes of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The growl of the Bulldogs of Butler. The intensity of an Indiana fever. The chop of the Indianapolis Indians. At the Crossroads Pod, if it is Indiana, we've got you covered. More than cornfields. More than country back roads. The Crossroads of America. Join me, Aaron X, every week. It's nothing but net.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Harrison Glazer, and we're coming at you from the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. I cover the Jets, the Islanders, the Nets, and the Yankees.
This is Pierre Moss, and I cover the Mets, Knicks, Rangers, and the Giants.
Our show is live every Wednesday through Spreaker and a bunch of other ways to get our content. Again, we're the show that never sleeps podcast. We talk about all those New York sports. It's a lot of fun. We get into all of it. Please tune in. Again, that's Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
And we look forward to having you guys right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hockey fans, I'm Adam Kernick.
And I'm Zach Puplis.
Together, we are the newest version of Hockey Talk on IE Sports Radio, The Neutral Zone.
Zone.
We love hockey, but we also know it's not everyone's first sport. So we want to make this show as much for new fans as for the diehards.
Whether you can name all the Swedes on the 08 Red Wings Stanley Cup team, or if you can't tell if Varlamov is a goalie or the latest trendy vodka, we're here to help. With facts, figures, and outrageous fans, we bring you all the hard-hitting hockey news you can handle, while still keeping it fun and on the rails. Well, mostly.
So tune in every week as we go around the hockey world, from college to Canada, the minors and the majors, and everywhere in between.
So bring your cellies,
And your one-timers,
you wicked wristas.
and be sure to protect your five-hole.
Catch the Neutral Zone every week on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
We promise not to pick on the Arizona Coyotes every episode.
Hello, ladies and sinners. Hello, sports fans around the world. Hello, IE Sports family. This is Cale Henderson, the host of IE Vegas, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio. If you folks are interested in sports in the Vegas area, if you're wanting to have a blast for 1 hour every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this is a show built for the Vegas sports fans, where we feature the Las Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Aces, and the University of Las Vegas, Nevada Rebels. Hopefully, fingers crossed, MLB team coming soon. Either way, if you folks are looking to have a blast for 1 hour each and every week, tune in Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you folks are interested in Vegas sports news, go to our Twitter, at SinCities_IESR, and you can speak with me, the host, Cale Henderson, at Cale_Henderson on Twitter, at any time. Be happy to reply. Always want to reach out to our fans. Again, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back. Oh, I almost lost my seat. So, yeah. Yeah. So before the break, we was going to talk about a little bit about the Royals, and they're doing what they do. They're doing what they do. They're looking to break their 5-game losing streak and avoid the series sweep as they currently putting up a battle against the Orioles. But as before the break, like I said, that looked like they're going to get swept by the Orioles in this 3-game mini series. I just knew that they were going to win today. I think I put them down on betting slip to win, and I'm regretting that. But I thought they would at least take one game. I mean, they came so close the other day. I was like, all right, they're going to get one. Man, they have been losing bad. Bad. They've been playing bad baseball. So, I don't know. I think they're just to the point now where it's like, whatever. We're just out here to have fun and just continue to try and work on their skills, because now I don't think they're playing for the season. Obviously, they're not this late in the season. There's nothing to play for them. They, like I said, they're 18 and 40, whatever, 48, 46, whatever it is. There's nothing for them to play for. So, just playing some bad football or baseball, and I think they're just out there having fun in the sun. So, yeah, that's that. I think they should just focus on a mini rebuild. I'm not going to call it a rebuild, but a mini rebuild. Salvi is probably one of the best players on the team. I think you should go ahead and trade him so he can go to a team that's a contender, and he can attempt to win another title before it's about time for him to call retirement. Because playing on a bad baseball team, it's just wasting his talents. And so I think it's time to try to get a trade for him, because he still got some things. He still got it. He got some gas in the tank. And so I hate to see, I'm big on loyalty, and that's fine and all, but I hate to see loyalty be wasted also on the flip side of that. So, yeah, I think we should try to go ahead and trade Salvi and see what we can get for him. I think I saw somewhere where they were saying that the Rangers is looking for like some relief pitcher or something like that. And I know we have a player on our team. Can't think of the name now. We just lost some crap. That they should go ahead and make that deal to see what they can get, because the Rangers, I think Rangers is the best offensive team in MLB right now, right? And they got a few prospects over there that the Royals could possibly use to try to kick off the mini rebuild, and that's what I would try to do. Just go ahead, love Salvi, love the Salvi splash if he even still does that. It's been great, but all good things come to an end, and that's where we are. There's no one left. I think out of that 2015 Royals team, what is it, like maybe 4 players left in the MLB anyway? From that team anyway. So, oh yeah. Terry Rodriguez said the Royals are most likely going to be selling at the deadline. And yes, the Rangers are one of the best teams in MLB as of late. Rangers are the biggest surprise this season. I agree, because I did not expect the Rangers to be who they are. I did not. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how that happened, but they definitely were a sleeper team. And yes, they the biggest surprise, because that's crazy. I thought, aside from like Dodgers and Diamondbacks, Washington, the Yankees, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, your usual suspects. I did not expect the Rangers to be part of that lineup. And so, yeah, if I was the Royals, hey, look, matter of fact, take the picture, send the picture and Salvi. Package them up. Send Salvi down to Texas. I would like to see him go to Miami, though, honestly. That way he can play with Johnny Cueto again. I like Cueto. He was one of my favorite pitchers when he was on the Royals. That his pitching style is just so unique, and I liked it. So, yeah, I would go ahead and do that. I would make the deal, man. Just do it. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Start new. Start fresh. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. Because as of right now, the Royals ain't doing nothing. They're not going nowhere. They're spinning their wheels in the mud. There's nothing they can do to salvage this season. It's over, man. It's over, and it's going to continue to be over as long as you don't want to will and deal, spend some change, and make some change. It's just not going to go nowhere. So, good luck. I don't know, but yeah, I will go ahead and trade Salvi. Why not? Why not, man? Chiefs visit the White House. that was interesting. I'm not much of a political person. I don't do politics because I just don't. I don't. I think politics can be okay if they're used correctly. But I think the way our government has been using politics lately has not been in the best interest of the people. But anyway, Chiefs visit the White House. It looked like a comedy show, but I'm sure they had a good time. You even seen some Chiefs players making TikToks, doing the dancing and all that stuff. So they looked like they had a good time. I wish I was there because, like I said, it looked like a party. What I found funny was the Kelce, man. Travis Kelce. What the heck, dude, were you about to say at that damn podium, man? So I guess, because our show's like, what does this do? I was like, oh, what is he about to say? What is he about to say? And there's an image in the picture, and it's it's a cold picture, man. I ain't gonna lie. Whoever took that picture with Kelce at the podium and Mahomes like looking like Secret Service is trying to get away from the podium. Oh, dude, that's a cold ass picture, man. There's some few memes going around talking about one of the greatest rap album or whatever with that picture up there. Dude, it was a nice picture. You can see Veach cracking up because he's like, "Holy crap, what is this dude about to say?" But so I guess Kelce, they him and his brother, they have a very successful podcast, New Heights podcast, and it's good. I've checked it out a few times, and I'm actually a follower of it. It's good. I guess Kelce finally revealed what he was about to say at the podium before Mahomes, kind of ushered him away from it, which I'm glad he did because, like I said, we've become a society of just being so serious, man, that one side of us probably would have enjoyed, laughed or whatever, thought it was funny, because I sure thought it was hilarious that he was at the podium. Another side of us would have been up in arms and offended, and I get it. I think the seal of the United States was up on the podium, so yeah, I guess you're not supposed to mess around with the seal up there, so I get it. But so he revealed that he was just going to say to my fellow Americans. That's all he's going to say. And Paige is sitting here distracting me. Get out of here. So he was going to just say to my fellow Americans, if you ask me, I think it would have went further than that. I think he was going to say to my fellow Americans, you have to fight for your right to party. I guarantee those would have been the words that he said. I will put money on that those would have been, and it's true. It's true, right? Salute to the men and women in services who fight for our right to party. Hey, give them some claps, man. Give them some claps. But yeah, that's one of the things though. You still really, it's a very slippery slope in the thin line. So I get it, and I'm glad Mahomes has sense enough to catch him. But yeah, so yeah, looked like they had a good time, man. And I wish I was there to witness it in person, but good for them. Of course, we are the Super Bowl champions, so we will defend our title very, very soon. But we less than 90 days now. What are we, probably like 88 or something? 80, 88, 87, 89, somewhere around there. To kick off, I can't wait, man. Oh my God. I can't wait. Chiefs wrapped up their OTAs Friday, I believe. So I believe now next is the mini camp, mandatory mini camp. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that. But first off, what I do want to say though, and I didn't mean to put the Kelsey thing. It was just so funny to me. What I wanted to say was rest in heaven to the mother of the Chiefs Kingdom and the First Lady of Football, Norma Hunt. I send my condolences to the Hunt family, and I do want to give a moment of silence. So let's do that. All right, thank you so much. So yeah, Nico Remigio. I think I said that right. I did mention him, and the Chiefs did pick him up, which I'm glad that people are starting to notice because I noticed right away when the Chiefs picked him up doing or not free agent. I think he was undrafted. Doing so around the draft time, Chiefs picked him up. I don't think they drafted him. No, he didn't get drafted. So I'm just glad I noticed because what I do is when we pick up a player, first thing I do is I gotta look them up. Who are they? What they do? What they good at? What can they do? So I look at highlights. I love YouTube. Spend all day on there. And I was very, very because I don't watch a lot of college, so I have to rely on these highlights. And I know highlights are meant to show the good stuff and not really the bad stuff. But I was like stoked. All right, great, yes, because at 5'11", 185, give or take, he's not very fast, but he has. You could tell. Terrence said, "Rest in peace, Norman Hunt." Thank you, sir. But you could tell that he can become he can be under Andy Reid anyway. He can be a good player and probably under anyone else, but he's with the Chiefs and that's what we're gonna stick to. Under Andy Reid, he's gonna be a good player because he has a couple of skills and abilities that Andy Reid likes. One, he's a heck of a returnist. He's what he was one of the top return specialists or specialists was he was one of the most explosive returners in college last year. Two, he has very good hands, and he's good at. And another thing, number three, I think he'll be good at yak. Yards after the catch. He will be good. He's a good player after the catch. So those three things right there is an Andy Reid special, and that's what he looks for in his receivers because you never know who you have to put in the backfield. Like I said, he's not as fast. I think he ran a 4.4, a 4.57, or a 4.47, something like that. His 40, and he's on the smaller end of the receivers, which is fine. That doesn't bother me because the Chiefs we're known for getting the smaller size receivers, and I think the reason is because Andy's offensive scheme is built for speed. Like I said, even though he's not fast, but he can move because he's on the smaller side. Versus being a DK Metcalf or something. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, Andy Reid's scheme is built a certain way, and with Mahomes throwing the ball, Mahomes has the ability to place that ball, to kind of put it in there in between the defenders versus having the wide receiver having to go up and climb the ladder and contend for the ball over the defenders. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why we always opt for the smaller receivers. That's my opinion, but I'm sure that's what it has something to do with something. It's because of the quarterback. Because if we had another quarterback, I guarantee we would have probably had bigger receivers, is what I think. A few things that stood out in OTAs from what I seen was that Juwan Taylor, who is a right tackle. I think the Chiefs, after the whole Orlando Brown debacle, with Orlando Brown going to Cincinnati, the Chiefs are trying to fix that left side again. And so they got Juwan Taylor, even though he's a right tackle, they were going to try to slot him in for left. And I think doing OTAs is what they were doing. They were playing around. So what happened was we went with Juwan Taylor on the left side, and we did Lucas Niang on the right side. And we kind of had Y.A. Morris, who is a rookie that we drafted, obviously. Excuse me. We had him at left and Juwan Taylor at right. So they're playing around with some pieces. And when Donovan Smith was around, he played left and Juwan Taylor was on right. So what they're doing is they're basically, and I'm glad that they're trying to smooth it out during OTAs and during all this offseason, is because one thing we don't want to go into the season and be like, crap. So I'm glad they're trying different packages, different looks, moving people around, trying to disguise them. I think that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see, no matter what side Juwan Taylor play on. I know he's going to probably dominate it. I can't wait to see. And I like that in OTAs they were moving around and were using different looks and different players. You know, like I said, they had Juwan Taylor at left, Lucas Niang at right. Then they had Wanye at left, Juwan Taylor at right. Donovan, when he was there, he was on the left. Juwan Taylor was on the right. So that's awesome to me. I want to see more of that. A few DBs that stood out as well was Brian Cooks and Nazeeh Johnson. I'm excited to see them now that Juan Thornhill is gone. I had very high hopes for Juan Thornhill. He let me down. I just knew I was one of his coattail riders, his supporter. I was on Twitter, hey, he gonna get it. Juan Thornhill's gonna be the man this year. What? I was one of them guys. But as I go back, and you could see that. To me, Juan Thornhill got carried by the Chiefs offense, and by the rest of the defensive players. Because if you go back and look, you can see there was a few times where he didn't look focused. And honestly, I didn't blame him. I did blame Spags. I was like, damn, Spags' defensive scheme is crazy. His zone looks crazy. Like, how is Juan Thornhill never in position? It's like he's never nowhere to be found, man. Like the center of the field, especially near the end zone, man. Like the center of the field, and that's why when we played Buffalo, Gabriel Davis went off during that divisional game or whatever. Like when we went back and forth, when we had to show Buffalo the Grim Reaper in the 13-second deal, if y'all remember, right? Of course y'all do. It was one of the best games in football. Juan Thornhill never seemed in the right spot. He's nowhere to be found, Larry B. Man, like I never got like he. I ain't gonna say he was just horrible, because he did have some good plays, some good breakups, but man, the writing was on the wall, and I think the writing was on the wall last season when most of our defense consisted of rookie players, and these rookies outshined that guy like crazy, right? So I think that was it. That's why he's no longer here. Good luck to him in Cleveland. But man, I don't know. Juan Thornhill, I had high hopes for you, but not to get too far off track. Like I said, Brian Cook and Najee Johnson stood out. I would love to see more of them. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait for training camp, honestly. My couple of my players was out. They did not make it. McKinnon wasn't there. Wasn't at OTAs, which is fine. You know, it wasn't. I think it's voluntary anyway. Next week is when, like I said, mandatory mini camp starts or whatever, and we'll see what happens. Pacheco, obviously he was playing injured last season. No one knew until the end of the season, so he wasn't there, obviously for injury reasons, and that's fine. But Deneric Prince, he got to work out with the first team offense, and he looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He looked pretty good doing the first team. So I think Chiefs are going to be pretty solid at running backs, man. So it looks like it might be Pacheco, McKinnon, Prince, and yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how that works. Look like we're trying to log out here. See here, in other news, like I said, I'm just ready for some football. I don't know about y'all, man, but I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see what these receivers can do, because for some reason everyone thinks that we need D-Hop or whoever else, whatever the big name guys are, whatever. We don't need them. I mean, I find it strange though that some of these free agents players still exist. Like, you still got Zeke out there. Now you got Dalvin Cook out there because he was just released from the Vikings. This is wild, man. This is wild. Like, if somebody, like, there's some desperate teams out there, but if they had the money, man, they could build a hell of a team right now. So yeah, I think Dalvin Cook. Where y'all think Dalvin Cook's gonna go? Let's ask that question. Who y'all think gonna pick him up? A lot of people said Miami, which I think would be a good choice. But I thought Miami still had Mostert. But even still, I think that would be a good choice for him. But that would be a horrible decision based on the organization, because it's only one football. And you already got a lot of big name stars down there. So that will, to me, I care about my locker room and the morale of it. If I was a GM or in a head coach, the locker room morale is a lot for me. So if you got some stars and they all good quality players, Hill, Waddle, Dalvin Cook, these are 1,000-yard players, and that's how they make their money, is by picking up these yards. There's only one football to go around. Follow? Y'all see where I'm going with this? So I don't know. Since I would say Dallas for Dalvin Cook, but like I said, they got Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to rain on his parade, because this is his time to shine. And if you ask me, Tony Pollard did all the dirty work for Zeke when he was there, and Zeke just basically came in to run it in for the touchdown, and do the celebration. You know what I'm saying? Tony Pollard did all the damn heavy lifting. If I were Dalvin Cook, where would I like to go? Where would I like to go? Someone said Broncos, but I can't think of their name. But they already got a hell of a running back. He got injured last season. I can't think of his name, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to have two decent running backs, right? So Broncos, maybe. Yeah, Broncos don't sound too bad. We don't need one here. Don't need a running back. We got Pacheco, McKinnon, and Prince. Like I said, Prince seems to be doing pretty good. And yeah, I'm trying to think. Cleveland got Nick Chubb. Send him over to North Carolina, to the Panthers. They don't have McCaffrey no more, right? McCaffrey left last season. So, yeah, Panthers. At least a tandem. Yeah. You do need a tandem. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Larry. Yeah, exactly. D-Hop, on the other hand, he done went and visited Tennessee, and now, or just the other day, he was visiting New England. I don't know about either one of them teams. I don't know. I would probably have to go with, oh man. Both of those teams seem like it'd be a waste of a career choice. So you say you want to compete, and you want to go to a contender to win a ring, and you visiting Tennessee and New England is bonkers, B. Because I don't see neither one of them winning anytime soon. Hell, like I said, Tennessee killing off player career. They running the hell out of Derrick Henry because that's pretty much all they got. I mean, A.J. Brown left for a reason. So, and New England, they just New England. So, simple as that. I'd like to see D-Hop go to Cleveland, Pittsburgh. That's where I'd like to see him go. Pittsburgh or Cleveland. Cleveland for the reunion with Watson. Pittsburgh because Tomlin could definitely use a number one receiver. Boom. Just like that. Man, it's been fun. We coming to the end. Yeah. Slow week. Always, right? But we getting ready, man. It's going to be juicy. It's about to be juicy. Because you know all these teams are trying to stack up as much as they can. What y'all think about them Jets, man? Like I said, them Jets are coming. They coming. Buffalo. Oh, man. Appreciate it, Larry B. Thank you for being here. What y'all think about that? If y'all play Madden, what y'all think about that Madden cover? Josh Allen on the front of that thing. I guess you don't have to do anything to be on Madden anymore. I thought Madden was for the... Hey, I appreciate it, Larry B, man. Thank you. I thought you had to be, have a hell of a season to be on Madden covers. I guess you don't no more. I ain't saying Josh Allen is a horrible player. I'm just saying, what did he do? I would have liked to see Jalen Hurts on there. I mean, the man went to the Super Bowl, and they could have won the Super Bowl quite easily, actually, if they adjusted, but they didn't adjust. Our defense did. A lot of people say Joe Burrow, but I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I think Hurts should have been on there. He was like the number 2 MVP, right? Wait, did he win MVP? Who won MVP? Oh, that's right. I know who won. Anyway, man, it's been a good show. We're gonna end it right there. Thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you guys next week, hopefully we have some real good stuff to talk about. As like I said, man, I'm lost. We have some good stuff to talk about as minicamp starts up. See y'all next week, man. Peace.
You're listening to This is KC Sports with Bishop on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Is that louder?